Hello HEMA friends. Today I'm here with my friend and fellow instructor Keith and my friend and fellow instructor Mauro, and we are here with this beautiful Bellatore sword, which as you can see is a bit used now because I was a beta tester for this kind of sword, and Keith was too. So today we will try, Mauro tried this sword too today during sparring, and so we will give you our opinions about the sword. So I will say, who starts?
You can.
Okay, so in general I really like this sword. It flex quite well, and it flex well even if as you can see, it have a diamond shaped blade. So it's a real sword, let's say, compared to feathers. But it handles as a sword, but also as a good feather, let's say, because you can thrust in a quite comfortable way without fearing too much for your opponent. So it comes with a round pommel, which in general is my favorite one, even if in general people doesn't like it a lot. And this is another interesting thing, because you don't find a lot of swords which have this kind of pommel. So I have tested it for quite a long time now, like 6 months, and I have abused of the sword in a lot of different ways. As you can see, it's all like blunted, and it have different kind of damages, but every single little damage is a minor one. So it have clashed with different swords, different places, and it still is pretty intact. So in my opinion, a very good training sword. So, Keith.
Okay, so when we were originally asked to list the features that a good example of a 15th century sword would have for working with Fiore or working with the core Lichtenauer material, both Federico and I came up with some very similar items in the list. The sword shouldn't be too long, it should be a reasonable length, it should have the shape of a real sword, but of course for our training purposes it still has to be able to flex, to bend, so that the thrust would not be problematic. And I think the smith at Bellatore Swords has done a very good job with this. It ticks all the boxes, it handles nicely. From my point of view, as someone who studies Lichtenauer, it's quite important that the sword I use has enough presence in the blade to be able to hold the bind. If the sword doesn't have enough mass or presence in the blade, then whenever I try and do something here, I end up losing the bind. I can't work in the bind anymore, and so I have to cut around. With a sword like this that has the shape and profile of a real sword, and it actually has mass in the blade, I'm able to hold that bind and work from here with all the various techniques that our sources say we should try to use. I don't find the wheel pommel to be a problem at all. In fact, our source material, like in the Nuremberg Housebook, tells us that we shouldn't be holding the pommel anyway when we're cutting. In fact, that particular source tells us that we should be holding the sword by the handle, and we should avoid holding the pommel because the handle gives us a more secure grip. And with maybe a scent stopper pommel, you don't really notice a difference. With a wheel pommel like this, you do. And it's quite nice to have a functional training sword, not only with the shape of blade of a real sword, but also has the hilt furniture, the pommel, like a real sword as well. I think it's quite nice to use. It doesn't hit too hard, it doesn't thrust too painfully, it's agile, it's nice in the hand, and of course I can hold that bind, making it very useful both in attack and defence, and just in general to carry out Lichtenauer's instructions. I've been playing with my sword for a few months as well, and it's good. I like it probably more than some of the standard faders that I've been playing with over the same time period.
Very good. Mauro?
So, I tried the sword just today for sparring, and I found it I was surprised of this sword. At first sight, it seems like too big or like a reenactment sword, you know, with heavy blade, and that's not really comfortable. I tried to handle it, and my mind changed a lot. It weighs 1.6,
About 1.6,
but it doesn't seem like it. It's very light when you handle, you can move it comfortably, and you have a lot of control of the blade. You can decide to hit harder or be more controlled, and you can do a lot of tricky things with this blade. I found it good, as Keith said, because you have a lot of presence, a lot of mass in the blade, but not weight. And this led me to use a lot of blade works and hard hits on the blade of my opponent, and it was really good for this. I don't like really much disc-shaped pommels, but it's my opinion. It's not it's not a real problem because I'm not used to it. For this, on the first moments, I found a little bit difficult to grab it properly. After a while, I managed it, and I found that it's not as uncomfortable as I thought before.
Well, this is now the third day of fencing this weekend, and I've been using this sword for all my fencing over the last 3 days. And you get used to the pummel quite quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not a problem.
So I think it's a very good sword with the shape of the sword, and that's a very important thing for me.
Very good, guys. I'm happy to have you here, and so we give to our followers a very nice review and think about this beautiful sword. Thank you to Bellatore for sending us this beautiful sword, and well, I hope this video will help in some ways. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.